what it currently looks like right now, man, it's 50-mile-an-hour gusts, blizzard warnings. That's what it looks like right now in Wisconsin. We cannot wait until this passes and it gets warm so we can enjoy the summer. Welcome back, everyone. Getting ready to walk into the shop here to work on some race cars. We have some exciting news. We're very excited to welcome, in addition to the 22 race season, we have... What is this, Dad? What is this? Something different in the shop.
Well, it's been here, but we just haven't put it out.
Yeah, how long have we had it?
A year.
But it's a rocket, blue-gray, and we got it from AJ Demo. It's a former fast track crate national championship car, and this year we're going to race a crate late model, or my dad's going to race a crate late model for the 22 race season. We're still going to race the modified, but we're going from one car to two cars. Are you excited, or are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm looking forward to it. I can quit watching all the YouTube videos and the great stuff. So you probably don't know. You probably should explain to them who AJ is. AJ Demo is from eastern Wisconsin, and he moved over here to work for Jimmy Mars at MB Custom. And this was his car when he ran Rockets. And he has kind of a little bit of his own design on it. And this car here, he won the Fast Track National Championship with it. And I know that he made the USA Nationals with this car with I think he put a soda motor in it for that. But it doesn't have a lot of laps. And he put it away, and he took it to MB with it when he went to MB Customs to work there. And he hung on to it just for whatever reason. But now all they run is the MP, so this one's been sitting in the back for a while, and we ended up getting it from them. So we bought it last year. But anybody that knows much about the crate racing deal, motors were far and few between, and they still are. But we finally got one. Yeah, I mean, it's, what is it now? Second week of February. It took us all fall and up until a week ago to get one. And we have to go down to Ohio to get it. So it's about a 10-hour ride for us from here. It's your 604. It's a Steve Hendren motor. Kind of wanted to get a blueprinted motor just for the fact that we didn't want it to blow up right off the bat. Well, some of them they do.
Yeah, no, I know. Some of them, they make it on dyno time, and then you get to the track and they blow up. So
yeah, so
and with them being hard to find right now, I mean, like you already said, they would be posted and they'd be gone within an hour or two. So if you didn't catch them, they were gone.
Yeah, anybody's looking for that kind of stuff right now. Literally, you'll see the post, and then you call them and ask about it, and you might call the motor builder to ask them about the motor, and by the time you call back, they're gone. So that's what we got lucky with this one.
I think we're fortunate to get this one. It's a good piece. We know where it came from. It's been kept up with, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't know if it was, whose motor was it? You want to tell them?
Well, I don't know who exactly drove it, but it was it's a former SSI crate motor. So Ricky Thornton Jr. races for him now, but I'm not sure if he drove it or if Hudson O'Neill drove it, or even if it was their son's motor. But either way, it comes from a quality team. Has very few laps on it. I'm more excited about watching you than probably racing myself, but
I've driven late models a few times, but never in a race. I've hot lapped them. I drove that 2-seater out at Cedar Lake, which is kind of a pile. It's not what I would even call a real late model, but that one will go.
Yeah.
So this will, a lot of people can drive cars in hot laps. When it gets to the racing part, that's a whole nother animal. So See how it goes. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, there's a lot that can happen, but
The problem we got right now is tires. We've been calling around trying to find tires. Can't find them right now. So the only thing that'll stop us from racing first or second week of April, when it opens at Cedar Lake, other than the weather, is tires.
What is the tire rule on this car?
American racers.
You can run American race?
That's the only thing you can run,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can't touch them.
the only thing you can do is grind them.
That's an advantage, I guess.
But there's a lot of people that we know that race that class that race every weekend or pretty close to every weekend, and they only went through 9 new tires last year. And I'm not saying it's the guys that don't run up front, because most of them do. But that's right now, as you know, with tires being an issue, that's a good thing to have, to not have to always be buying new tires to run up front.
They must be a harder compound then.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what they are, John. The one thing about this is a USR. We're going to run it. It's a Wasota late model right now. We'll be running under the USRA late model rules. So basically, it's a American Racer tire. Crate motor, you can either run 602, 604, or their open motor, which is a Midwest modified, a B mod motor.
Concept motor, yeah.
Concept motor. That's legal in these too. Last year they allowed them, they had a spec shock. They had 4 or 5 different shocks that you could run. They told you what the right front, the right rear, and left front was going to be. That was it. And you had to buy that specific brand. They had some problems with production. People couldn't get the thing. So now they've opened it up. You can run any valve you want, but it's I don't know if it can be both an oil or a gas shock. I think.
Yeah, it just it's a certain type of shock. I think it's Integra only.
No, it's any
No?
brand you want.
Okay, well, let's see.
Any brand you want, and any valve you want or anything like that. Just no canister shocks, stuff like that. So you should be able to get a good and no Schrader valves or anything like that. So you should be able to get a good shock for about $150.
Another thing is that we can't have stacked springs.
Can't have stack springs, no bump stops or anything like that. And gas only, no alcohol. And they went last year. They had a 6,400 RPM chip limit. This year it's 6,800. So that's what it is. That's what we're gonna do. We get her lettered up and get the motor in it. And
What's the car gonna weigh?
2350.
2350.
Yeah, 2,300 if you have a 602 or a B mod motor in it. So
Yeah, and I'll show everyone here in a little bit, but it's very well taken care of. I know John mentioned earlier when he looked at it, just cannot believe how clean it is.
Very nice.
yeah, AJ. Well, anybody knows anything about AJ or MB Customs or any of those guys? It's really good, and they take really good care of their stuff. And no junk. There's no junk at all on this stuff.
Yeah, we got it all basically ready to go. We just have to put a drivetrain in it, and a motor, and some other miscellaneous stuff, put a body on it, and it's ready to go. So,
The driver even fit.
yeah, let me tell you, we could not believe it. Sorry, Dad.
That's okay. Why don't you tell them the whole story, though?
No, you tell them the whole story. When you raced my Beamer, is that what you're trying to say?
Well, yeah, we had a hard time getting on Cody's car.
Well, that's to
Anybody-
be
The
explained.
opening was designed for Cody though, not
Yeah, and he weighs about 110 pounds, so 120 pounds.
person.
Yeah, no. So, and I haven't really raced full time for what, 6-7 years.
Last year that you raced full time was 2015.
Okay, that's about what it is then. And I've driven Cody's car a couple different times, and it was kind of a show. Didn't go well any of the times, really. But I think with a little bit different car, it might be a little different story. That car was not designed for the way I drive race cars.
Yeah, no, they're not. I'm excited about this. mainly Dad because one, there's a couple reasons. Growing up watching you, you won a lot of races. You're always competitive and up front. And two, now I can kind of get you off my back.
Well, we're gonna make a funny video, apparently.
Yeah, I want to see you get in the late model.
Well,
Do you need a step stool?
no, I don't need a step stool. But it's not gonna be as easy as you think, just because that seat's gonna move all around.
I know. I get it.
So,
Go ahead and get in there, masturbator.
bear baiter.
Masturbator.
Yeah.
Oh, we need a window net too.
Nah, I don't know if you need a window net.
Don't they have to have them?
Oh, you're serious? Ah. Yeah. Good thing you only have to wait 2,300.
What is that? Fucking seat. Can you pull the seat back?
Hey.
I don't know if the seat's gonna allow me to get in here or not. This is way easier than her car, Cody.
Well, you're in. Do you want your steering wheel?
Yeah.
Like right here.
Yeah, I know some people do, and I don't like. I like it further away. Well, as long as we're in here, let's see if we can collapse this down a little bit.
Collapsing. Thing is, what you should have done though is there's a set pin in this one right here.
Okay, we'll loosen that one next. Just a little bit more. That's really good right there.
So much more. Yeah, you're out. And it's rubbing on the sheet metal. So we are right now, Owen and I are in the process of taking everything off this SSR before we bring it to Jake's to get it put on the jig, and then take out the entire cockpit off, all the wiring and all that stuff. Just bring it there as a bare roller. So when we get there, we just pull the rear end out, pull the front suspension off up there, get it on the jig, get it all put back together, and bring it home. So have you talked to Kurt?
Oh yeah, a couple times. I think he's gonna order some stuff for me. And I might just take it to him in a body this year. I'll see.
That's what we're gonna do, like Dad will fast forward this or whatever. All right, so today, Owen, myself, my dad, and John, we all went to work on the crate late model here. Got it all ready to go. On Saturday, we're leaving to go to Cincinnati, Ohio, to pick up our new to us 604 crate late model motor. We are running 2 cars this year instead of 1. I'll still be racing the B mod. My dad's gonna race this crate late model, USRA sanction. Might run a couple of Wissota crate late model shows with it. Very much looking forward to that, to see my dad behind the car for the first time, full time in a long time. It's his last full season was 2015. For those of you that don't know, but my dad has had a very successful career, and like I said, just really looking forward to getting him back behind the wheel again in 2022. My B-Mod over here, Owen and myself and John. Also, what did we do, Owen? We took the front end off, took the cockpit off. Basically, we just have to wash it and bring it to SSR the first weekend of March to get updates on it and get it all ready to go for the 22 race season. And then we'll just be waiting on our concept motor from Zuli Race Engines, and then we'll be ready to go. I gotta thank all our great sponsors that have been with us throughout the years, that support us through thick and thin. Willow River Saloon, KC Farms, GRP Motorsports, FYE Motorsports, Concrete Concepts in Richmond. We just brought on Sabre Heating and Cooling out of the cities there. We look forward to working with them. But M&B Services, Fast Factory, Dirt Race Central, Jiggy Signs, everyone that helps out to makes this possible. John, Owen, Amber, my mom, my dad, basically anyone that steps in and provides help, Tucker Quinn. But we're always looking for more help. So if you're interested, shoot us a message. We'd be happy to talk about opportunities. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment. If you guys have any questions, we do look forward to seeing you guys. And always, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Take care. So today, Owen, myself, my dad, and John, we got to work. Man, you really stink. Owen farted.
My bad.